Guys, today on People Now, Colin Kaepernick is the new face of Nike's Just Do It campaign, and yes, it sparked a firestorm on Twitter. We have details.
The new Bachelor has been announced. We have reactions and predictions for the dramatic upcoming season.
Why some people are saying Nicki Minaj's love life sounds exhausting after the rap star's recent revelation.
The ruby slippers from the Wizard of Oz have been found after 13 years. We'll tell you how the FBI cracked the case.
Sports Illustrated has been on my goal list since the beginning of any goal list I ever had.
Plus, Olivia Culpo is here with everything you need to know about her behind-the-scenes fashion series, Model Squad.
It's live today on People Now.
Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to People Now. Good to see you. Hope you had a great long weekend.
I know, it's already Tuesday. It feels like we're already through the
We're almost halfway through the week. Feeling good. But summer, though, as it comes to an end, we're all very sad. We need something new to kind of look forward to. How about a new season of The Bachelor to cheer you up?
That might cheer up some people. It was announced Tuesday that Colton Underwood will be the new Bachelor for season 23 of the franchise. People are pretty divided by the decision.
Let's hear the crew. How are you feeling about Colton?
I guess they don't not Colton fans here, but we want to know. Some people like him. We want to know, what do you think of Colton as the new Bachelor? Is he the perfect pick or the wrong choice completely? Answer in our People Now Twitter poll and tweet us your thoughts with the hashtag People Now.
I'm disappointed in you guys. Look, I'm Team Colton at least more than 50%.
He's likable, and I think.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
We're going to check in on the results a little later in the show, but first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. The hashtag Nike boycott is trending on Twitter after Nike revealed Super Bowl quarterback Colin Kaepernick is the new face of Nike's 30th anniversary Just Do It campaign. Kaepernick shared the ad on his social media on Monday. Stars including Serena Williams giving a shout out to the shoe company on Twitter with a photo of her younger self on the tennis court and sharing how proud she is to be part of the Nike family. Actor Russell Crowe calling Kaepernick a dude and retweeting the football star's new campaign. Even singer Common tweeting a message of support, calling the ad beautiful, powerful, and inspiring. But guys, not everyone is supporting the new ad. Country singer John Rich tweeted, "Reebok, here we come," with a note to Nike about making Kaepernick the face of their brand, but also tweeting the hashtag We Stand in his response. Actor James Woods also tweeted out a series of responses about the new Nike ad, with recent ones including the apparel company's stock ticker and the hashtags Dump Nike and Dump Nike Stock. Kaepernick made headlines in August 2016 when he refused to stand for the national anthem played before games. Instead of standing, he kneeled to protest racial inequality and police brutality and gained a large following from other NFL players. Months later, in March 2017, he opted out of his contract with the San Francisco 49ers and has not been picked up by a team since. Now, in May of 2018, NFL owners approved rules that require players to either stand on the sidelines or remain in the locker rooms during the national anthem. Now watch this.
What the hell is he doing?
I find it best not to look.
Oh man, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to break every box office record worldwide. Mission Impossible Fallout continues on its path to shatter box office records. The sixth installment of the action-packed franchise opened in China on Friday to a massive opening day debut, $28 million, setting a record for the series. But it didn't stop there. Over the weekend, it went on to make a total of $77.3 million, bringing the global total to a whopping $649 million. Not bad. Is there anything Tom Cruise can't do? I don't know. The actor traveled to Beijing for the occasion. This was a personal record for him. It's the biggest opening for one of his films in China. So, as we would say, mission accomplished. Like we mentioned before, The Bachelor has its newest leading man, and it's a very familiar face, Colton Underwood. ABC made the announcement during Tuesday's episode of Good Morning America. Underwood is a former NFL player who made headlines on Becca Kufrin's season of Bachelorette, as well as the current season of Bachelor in Paradise. During his time on the show, Underwood revealed that he's still a virgin. Got some response there, and previously dated former Bachelor contestant Tia Booth before joining the franchise. The two reconnected in Paradise, but broke up during Monday night's episode. Underwood opened up to ABC's Michael Strahan about the split and insists they have both moved on.
Is she going to make an appearance on The Bachelor?
No, I would like to say we are finally on the same page for the first time in our relationship, and we're just good friends.
Just good friends. All right.
There we go. Underwood says he's now looking to find his happily ever after and absolutely hopes the journey ends with a proposal. Season 23 of The Bachelor is expected to premiere in 2019 on ABC. Looking forward to that. I sort of predicted him, but felt like they might do a wild card.
He's just so good looking, too. I'm not going to complain about him being on my screen.
All right, you've got more for us.
Yes, we are kicking off Star Treks with one super posh family. Take a look.
Spice up your life, Edward. Just spice up your life.
Oh, we hear you, Posh Spice. Victoria Beckham is gracing the October cover of British Vogue in celebration of the 10-year anniversary of her highly acclaimed fashion brand. Hubby David and kids Brooklyn, Romeo, Cruz, and Harper joined in on the stylish fun. Look at them. Victoria jokes about being one of the most enduring style icons of all time in new behind-the-scenes footage released by the magazine's website. And yes, she's channeling that Spice Girls alter ego in a leather catsuit and little black dress, looking amazing. The fashionista also got candid about the rumors surrounding her marriage, telling the mag, people have been making things up about our relationship for 20 years. We've learned to ignore the nonsense. We both realize that we are stronger together than we are as individuals. It's all about the family unit. Well, we're very happy to hear that. The issue hits newsstands September 7th. All right, now watch this.
If you have someone that you don't see on a regular basis, it's not like if you're living with the person and you see them every night. But if you see them, like once or twice a week, then yeah, 3 times a night. When I see you 3 times a night.
Okay.
And if you can't hang, goodbye. Really. I'm not wasting my time.
Oh boy, Nicki Minaj has some pretty big expectations when it comes to her love life. The rapper got a little X-rated during Tuesday's episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show, revealing she wants to get down to business 3 times a night, doesn't necessarily like a lot of foreplay, and oh yeah, absolutely no cuddling afterwards. I couldn't do that. Nicki tells Ellen her preferences come from lots of experience. She was in a 6-year, a 12-year, and a 2-year relationship before taking some time for herself. She says, I didn't know who I was minus a man. I'm finally learning who I am, and I love myself. Everything I do now isn't about pleasing some man, and that makes me feel so empowered. Nicki also defended her comments about rapper Travis Scott after her album was runner-up in the music charts, explaining she felt as though she was being tricked.
It's just that when you have a #2 album to someone who's selling shirts and merch and selling passes for a tour that's not even announced yet, it feels like you're being tricked. It feels like, someone is playing a game and like beating you at a game as opposed to just selling music. I want to sell music.
Right. So you're saying that's what he was doing?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
He sold a lot of T-shirts and sweaters.
Okay.
And tour passes. And so we're not going to have that.
Okay. All right.
Love that. Nicki keeping it real. And those are your Star Treks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. Why is Aretha Franklin's family calling her eulogy offensive? They are speaking out. We've got all the details. Plus, we're live with Olivia Culpo. She's given us a behind-the-scenes peek into the life of a supermodel with her new show, Model Squad. She'll tell us what we can expect.
All right, let's check in on our question of the day. We've been talking new Bachelor Colton Underwood. We want to know if you're into the choice or not. So let's take a look at our poll. See what you guys are thinking here.
There it is.
Wrong
choice. Overwhelming.
Oh, boy.
63%. Wow.
Yeah.
I would be interested to know who those people think is the right choice. I think Peter Krause is.
He's long gone.
No. They occasionally bring someone back. That's who people wanted.
We'll keep taking the poll. We want to know. But
Very
now,
dedicated.
Now we're switching gears to this. Take a look.
Black lives must not matter until black people start respecting black lives and stop killing ourselves. Black lives can never matter.
Aretha Franklin's family calling Reverend Jasper Williams Jr.'s eulogy at her funeral, quote, offensive and distasteful.
The controversial 50-minute eulogy was meant to pay tribute to the Queen of Soul's life and legacy, but Williams instead used his platform to criticize black Americans.
One of his most contentious claims came when he spoke about single mothers. Watch this.
One thing a black woman cannot do. A black woman cannot raise a black boy to be a man.
Franklin's fans and family are upset over the comments because the singer was a single mother to 4 boys.
Yeah, the Reverend even went on as far as calling household without a father a, quote, abortion after birth.
On Monday, Franklin's nephew Vaughn said in a statement obtained by the Detroit Free Press that, quote, Reverend Jasper Williams spent more than 50 minutes speaking, and at no time did he properly eulogize her.
He also said that his aunt did not ask Williams to eulogize her before she passed away because dying was a topic that she never discussed with anyone.
The statement concluded with Vaughn saying saying, quote, "We feel that Reverend Jasper Williams Jr. used this platform to push his negative agenda, which as a family we do not agree with."
According to the Associated Press, the family had not spoken to Williams before the funeral about what he would discuss, and his words caught the entire family off guard.
When asked for comment, Williams told the AP, "I understand it, I regret it, but I'm sorry they feel that way."
All right, guys, on to this. Jeffrey Owens played Elvin Thibodeau on The Cosby Show from 1985 to 1992. Since then, he's been on a ton of shows. Divorce, Lucifer, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
While also working a different kind of gig, Trader Joe's cashier. You might have seen the photos circulating on Daily Mail and Fox News last week of the actor bagging groceries at a Trader Joe's in New Jersey. The internet really went crazy over these photos.
A lot of people, even a lot of celebrities like Terry Crews, Dan Rather, they accused the news outlets of job-shaming Owens.
On Tuesday, Owens spoke out to Good Morning America's Robin Roberts, admitting he was really devastated by the negative attention at first, but he says he's hoping that something good will come out of it in the end.
There is no job that's better than another job. It might pay better, it might have better benefits, it might look better on a resume and on paper, but actually, it's not better. Every job is worthwhile and valuable, and if we have a kind of a rethinking about that because of what's happened to me, that would be great.
So Owens worked at the grocery store for 15 months, and he said he first took the job because he wanted flexibility in order to stay in the entertainment business.
Makes sense. He told GMA people recognized him every day, and they were cool about it, but he has since had to quit because of all of the attention.
He went on to tell Roberts that no one should feel sorry for him. Here's his quote. He says, "I've had a great life. I've had a great career. I've had a career that most actors would die for. So no one has to feel sorry for me. I'm doing fine."
And while Owens said there's been all kinds of interest in him as an actor in the past few days, he says he wouldn't feel comfortable getting acting jobs because of this recent publicity.
He says he wants to get them fair and square only because he's, quote, the right person for that job.
All right. Well, now watch this.
They're gone. The ruby slippers. What have you done with them? Give them back to me or I'll... It's too late. There they are, and there they'll stay.
There's no place like home, indeed. After being stolen 13 years ago, one of the 4 pairs of ruby red slippers worn by Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz have reportedly been found. That's according to CNN.
It's amazing that they were found. The shoes are being housed at the Judy Garland Museum in the actress's hometown of Grand Rapids, Minnesota, when they disappeared in the middle of the night in August of 2005.
According to the Star Tribune, the slippers were on loan at the museum when they were stolen. They're valued at around $2 to $3 million.
It is unknown at the moment who stole the shoes and what will happen to the iconic slippers, but details about the recovery are set to be announced at the FBI headquarters on Tuesday afternoon. The FBI did not immediately return people's request for comment.
Guys, the new school year has officially kicked off, and students and teachers are back in the classroom.
Yes, so PeopleTV wanted to find out which teachers had the biggest impact in the lives of your favorite celebs. Watch this.
Teacher that changed my life was Mr. Weber. He was my choir teacher.
My elementary school music teacher, Mrs. Wickman. She was just so supportive and loving to me and really encouraged me in my musical pursuits.
Mr. Alan Ledford, he saw something in me and really encouraged me to continue to work.
I had an English teacher in 7th grade who really inspired me to kind of work on my writing skills, and she really took English from like middle of the road subject for me to my absolute favorite English teacher. So thanks, Miss Capello.
There's my voice teacher, Miss Florence Birdwell from Oklahoma City University, who opened up my voice from gospel and country into classical and all kinds of music.
Mr. Dinsmore, who was my high school musical theater teacher in Atlanta Performing Arts High School, probably stood out the most. Took me around the world, helped me become a better performer, and showed me a lot.
You are going to go to LA next week to test shoot with Yutsai for Sports Illustrated.
I have goosebumps. What? Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh my God. Sports Illustrated has been on my goal list since the beginning of any goal list I ever had. I have been dying to do this my entire career.
If they go well, you're in the magazine.
Sorry.
Oh, someone's in.
There we go, guys. That's right. Even models lose their cool sometimes. That's what E's new show, Model Squad, is all about. Behind the glitz, the glamour, a lot of hard work, a lot of pressure. Here's someone who knows a little bit about that. Olivia Culpo, thank you for being here.
Hi, good. How are are you guys?
Good. It's so good to talk to you.
Beautiful.
Good to talk to you too.
I'm obsessed with this show. Our whole office is actually obsessed with this. Gonna get into the whole modeling world. You've done it all. Miss Universe, you've done runway shows, Sports Illustrated. I mean, what were your thoughts bringing reality show cameras into your world?
Scary, honestly, at first, because you just think like, oh my God, this could be taken the wrong way, or things can be taken, of course, out of context, or you can be portrayed in a way that's not accurate. But I feel like this show is very nice. It's not catty. It's about girls supporting girls. All of the girls that are on the show are my friends, so I think that everybody will like it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I know you watched a little bit of it.
Yeah. It's such an interesting sneak peek, and you kind of get into the the nuts and bolts of what it takes. When it comes to you, getting Sports Illustrated, obviously that's a big deal in any model's career, right? How tough was that to land for you?
Well, I can't really control if they decide that they like you or not. So you just kind of have, at a certain point, you have to just let go and just believe that what's supposed to happen will happen. But yeah, I've always wanted this experience and opportunity, and a lot of the show is about me waiting and just wondering, and is it going to happen, and what's going to happen next, and am I going to get the call? And that's what a lot of the people in this industry have to deal with. So it kind of sheds light on
And there are obviously different roads to everything. Everyone has their own path. A lot of models will go Sports Illustrated, then maybe something like Victoria's Secret. Is that on the palette for you in terms of wish list, or what types of things are coming up that you'd like to do?
Well, I've actually been doing a lot in film. So I'm filming a movie right now in Jamaica, and then a movie that I just did called Reprisal came out last Friday with Bruce Willis. So that's really exciting. So I think. And also I own a restaurant that I really love. I love the food space, so maybe doing more in restaurants and also designing. So there's so many different things that I love.
Going, yeah, right.
I love all of it. So they're just kind of taking every opportunity wherever I can go with it, really.
Yeah, now early on in the show, you shoot with famous SI photographer Yusai. He is really tough on you. It was hard to watch that. I couldn't do that.
I was
my goodness.
seriously crying.
Yeah.
And I think I cried.
Did you cry?
What did that shoot teach you about yourself? And have you worked with him since?
Well, I have worked with him since, and we're actually very close now. I think that he's just got an interesting way of breaking someone in, I guess. But I will say, I felt like that entire shoot, I was just telling myself that this was a test and that I can rise above it. I just felt like I wasn't going to let somebody bring me down that was clearly being kind of mean. I mean, I had the rationale to figure out, this guy is kind of being a little bit, crazy.
Yeah.
So I was trying my hardest to not, to just take it for what it was. It was just an experience where someone was clearly trying to get something out of me, and I was just trying to do the best that I could. That's all that I can do.
You seem like a very confident person. In that moment, did you feel like it was kind of bringing your confidence down?
I felt like I wanted to run. Yeah. And my manager was actually like, let's just leave. Let's leave. We don't need to be here. Because it was so, it really did bring me down, for sure. It really, really did. He was just making me feel like absolute dirt.
Yeah. It's crazy, watching that, you realize there are these, I don't know, some people have opinions like the modeling world is an easy job or that it's not a tough job. Do you hope that this show kind of gives a little more insight into the real hard work that goes into this? Because it truly is a lot of work.
First of all, I have to say it's definitely a blessed life. There's so many opportunities that I have that I'm like, I have to pinch myself because I can't believe that I am in a position. But I think there's also a lot of pressure that I hope that this show can shed light on, and also just really facing so much rejection. You'll see a lot of the girls that are on the show wanting Victoria's Secret, and maybe they got it last year or the year before, and then they don't get it this year. It's a lifelong dream of theirs, and for whatever reason, they're not chosen. So there's a lot of rejection that you have to face.
Yeah, speaking of rejection or not getting rejected, Kendall Jenner recently got heat. She said that she's really picky when it comes to modeling jobs. And she got a lot of backlash because a lot of models were like, whoa, I take every job I can because I need to. You've talked about it's been a little bit of a struggle getting into being taken seriously coming from an influencer background. Did you agree with the backlash that she got over those comments?
No, because I think that you can't really ever put yourself in someone else's shoes. You don't know what her life is like. You don't know what her experience is like. Obviously, my experience getting to where I am is very different. So you can't really judge what someone feels is accurate according to their life experience. You can't tell her that what she feels is wrong, I don't think.
Yeah.
So on Model Squad, a lot of the girls in relationships, you're dating Danny Amendola. People are paying attention to that, of course. I'm sure it's not easy to manage everything with the demanding schedules that you have. He's an NFL star. You've got a lot, as you just mentioned, a huge list of things going on. What's the key to making things work?
I think that if you want to make something work, you make it work. And I always just say that you can't think about how, you just kind of have to try your hardest and know what feels right. And if it's meant to be, then it should be easy and it should be something that is fun. And then if it doesn't,
work out, then that's because it wasn't meant to be. So that's my attitude.
Yeah, how's your family feeling that he's playing for Miami now? Because that's got to cause some conflict.
I mean, not really. They just, honestly, we all just want him to be like safe and careful and not get hurt.
Yeah, that makes sense. Look, everything in your life.
I know, not as juicy as you probably wanted. But.
Yeah, no, well, let's say
safety.
You like safety, that's fine.
Like,
Look,
watch out.
the thing for you, everything in your life obviously is out in the public. We've tracked along with this relationship, previous relationships. Let's just hit this over the head and get it out of the way. Nick Jonas, recent headlines, getting engaged. Is that something, are you still friendly with him? Is that something you track along with?
I think that anytime anybody can find love, especially in this industry, because there is obviously a lot, it's difficult. You can see there's a track record of things not working out in that space. So I'm so happy for him. You know, I wish that everybody can find love and happiness. So that does not mean that I would not wish that for him.
Absolutely. Yeah. So let's talk about this before you go. New York Fashion Week, looking in your fashion crystal ball, what trends do you think we're going to see coming out this time around? What are you looking forward to?
I think that for fall, there's a lot of earth tones that you see. There's a lot of the army green, navies, reds, maroons, mustard yellow. I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of mustard yellow.
Mustard yellow is always surprising to me.
I know.
And it somehow works for some people.
Doesn't it look beautiful though? It works on every single, it's a beautiful color. I love it.
Do you have a beauty must-have, something that you need to have at all times?
I do have a lot. Oh my gosh, I actually post pretty frequently about like my items at the moment that I love, but right now I love Dr. Barbara Sturm, I love La Mer, I love Vital Proteins. I've been using their collagen creamer in my coffee, and it's
great
for, yeah, you should try it. It's great for, it helps with hair growth, skin elasticity with the collagen, joint support, and I feel like my hair has gotten so much thicker since I started using it.
Yeah. Well, it looks great. Whatever you're doing, it's working.
You've got great hair too.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm just trying to picture a yellow mustard tie that would work for me. I can't figure out the combo.
I see that. Maybe it says it's trendy then.
Right. There we go.
What do you have coming up this week that you're really excited about?
Well, I'm actually leaving on Thursday because I'm going to Jamaica. I'm filming a movie there right now. So I'm finishing that, and then for the rest of the week, just all of the promotion for Model Squad. It's tonight at 8. Don't forget.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And we are out of time. Model Squad, as you said, tonight at 8 o'clock. You don't want to miss this one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.
I'm looking for a mustard tie.